Okay guys, this is unbelievable. If you guys have noticed, I got my WZ-121 Mark III. Jesus Christ, I never thought I'd get that before the 113. So turning around this, or 215B, which I've already dropped below Mark II. And I guess the rat turning around 90, usually 88 to 92 around, but then I dropped down. And never thought I'd get it before the 60 TP, which I have around 90. That's pretty crazy actually. And also, apparently, well, my Sheridan dropped a bit, but I think it's more around 90. Yeah. Apparently, my WZ-121, right? If I go tier 10, mediums and lights, and Mark III, it's my only tech tree tank. Tech tree medium or light tank that, well, only medium, to be honest. I don't have any light tank Mark IIIs, right? But it's the only tech tree medium Mark III that I've just gotten. The others are both collectors. So that is pretty crazy. The WZ-121 is definitely not for everyone to play. It doesn't play like normal mediums or lights. For example, like this, you just poke back and forth, right? Or like with a hill blocking your body, you hope for like a troll bounce on your turret. Or like this, you poke back and forth, but on a hill, right? Or this, which you can hold down a little bit, poke back and forth, or side scrape a little bit, poke back and forth. Like you can't do both very well, but you can do both, right? Jack of all trades. Yeah, but it's a very fun tank. If you like high alpha tanks, like the 183, right? Well, the WZ-121 is basically the 183 of medium tanks. It has the highest alpha. This goes as high as like 550. I've max rolled. Extremely exhilarating when you get that max roll. When you get 450 to like 500, you're already very happy, and you do have tungsten, right? So you can definitely do that. So what I do is I use this high-end consumables, 33% longer duration. I bring both of these, so I'm sure to get 3 shots off with the tungsten if we're just in a 1v1 and we're just trading shots. And all you have to make sure is like you pen your shot. I do use calibrated because do you see how much this is? Without calibrated, your heat shells are only at 290 pen. Like, that is not enough. Though AP at 245 is enough if, you're really good at aiming. But honestly, I think calibrated is the way to go. It's like the 183, I also go calibrated. Sure, you can shave like a second off, I think. Right? Yeah, a second off, a whole second off to reload. But the thing is, your alpha is so high, you want to pen your shots, right? Imagine going WZ-121, popping all your consumables, right? Your tungsten, your adrenaline, and then you bounce all 3 shots. Like, come on. That is just a waste of credits. So yeah, I went calibrated. Defense system, this is a Chinese tank, okay? And you're bringing only 1 repair kit. You will need this, okay? You will need this. If you're... I've actually had the driver being damaged before, being hurt, and it wasn't too bad, okay? But if your gunner is hurt, or you're set on fire, you will not like that, okay? So always defense system. Do not go improved launches. You'll be set on fire all the time. Like your fuel tank is literally like right here or like right here anyways. And most people, they can AP through your upper plate unless you're taking full advantage of your 6 degrees of gun depression and that you have a slight angle. Then it will bounce most AP shells, but even then they load heat still going through, right? And they're most likely going to damage your fuel tanks. So yeah, plus your tracks jut out on the sides, so like if you want to like the T62 or something, or like the E50, and poke out with just like your front and peek with their turrets, they will go through you. They will shoot you. They will shoot you here. They will damage you, and they will track you. Okay, so like you will be tracked lots of times. Sometimes if you're wiggling, you know, if you're driving forward and you're wiggling, they will just track you on the spot. But they might not damage you, right? But still, like, you're tracked. There are loads of enemies. Well, you need your multi-purpose repair kit, right? So definitely use defense system. Definitely use improved optics. You need to be able to spot the enemies, even as a medium tank, even if you don't have the best view range. Even if your view range is not comparable to some of the light tanks, you want improved optics. Supercharger, you need supercharger. You already aim in very fast, okay? And like 0.3 seconds aim time is not enough to justify giving up the supercharger. Without supercharger, your shells are super slow, okay? You need supercharger. You want enhanced armor. That way, when you're driving around and there are bumps and shit, and you get, you know, your tank is knocked around, your upper plate will turn red and then become white, and turn red and become white. With enough, you know, speed and wiggling, you can bounce some shells when you're trying to chase down enemies, or discourage enemies from shooting you and go after your softer armored allies, maybe the 405 or the RHM Panzer, right? Improved assembly could work if you're really, really damn good at the game. If you're like 65%, 70% win rates, you know all the maps, and all the angles, all the crossfires, like just at the snap of a finger, you can just immediately see the team comps, go wherever you want, and get the crossfires you want. Then you could probably go improve assembly, but enhanced armor is the way to go for the most of us. Okay, engine accelerator, I don't think we need to explain a lot. This, I haven't seen anyone use improved control on any tank. Okay, just engine accelerator. You already go very fast. Your acceleration is very good. I think your top speed is like 55 or 56. This is average, right? The top speed I've seen, I remember going like 55 on flat terrain. So yeah, and your acceleration is good. So you want engine accelerator. You want to boost that, make that good. You want vertical stabilizer, in my opinion. This is fine, I guess, but this is better because you're always moving. And after moving, you will aim faster with the vertical stabilizer, unless I'm severely mistaken. But I've always had better results with vertical stabilizer over flying gun. You want toolbox, nothing to be said here. I mean, you just want to repair quicker. Like if you're tracked and you don't have your multi-purpose repair kit, you want to, you know, get out of there. You don't want to get like permanently tracked by I don't know, an RHM Panzer or something, or a Victus CR or something. High-end consumables if you're bringing double, like these, or maybe you bring this and this, or maybe you bring one of these, 3 plus double. If you go double repair kits, I think you can choose either one. This one, if you really want to be tanky with reactive armor, or have one more shot with tungsten, or you could bring this just for consistency. Most heavy tanks, because I usually play heavy tanks, right? Most heavy tanks, I choose this just to be able to repair shit more often, because you're tanking hits and you get injured crew and damaged modules, and you don't have that many special consumables usually in heavy tanks. So yeah, you kind of want to be able to repair, even if you just get tracked, right? If you get like in the mouse, if you get tracked, it could be devastating. There could be multiple enemies aiming their shots in at you. You need to be able to wiggle. So yeah, I choose this. Even with double repair kit on mouse, I choose this. But yeah, for the WZ-121, if you're going full, just like balls to the walls, no fucks given, you can go high-end consumables. Actually, I would suggest going high-end consumables and picking these two, or maybe these two. Okay, I don't know if without adrenaline you can get 3 shots off with tungsten, but I'm guessing you can. Anyways, damn, I yapped for 10 minutes. So these two. This one, I did really well. So I will say the enemies were kind of meh. Like these aren't the 60%ers I'm used to playing against and getting wrecked by. These are more like the 55%ers, 57%ers, like in my level that I think I can wreck easily. I'm like what? I'm 63% win rate, 30 days usually. And people say win rate doesn't mean much. Win rate means a lot actually. Win rate by itself doesn't mean a lot, but there's a significant difference when I fight 50%ers, like 52%, versus like a 62%. Yeah, no matter which tank they're playing, there's a significant difference in skill. No matter what people say. Like, yeah, sure, like magic does suck sometimes. There are some games that you just cannot win. But like at the same time, there are games where you could have won if you were a better player. For example, like this game. If I was a bit worse, I would have definitely lost this game.
Right through their armor.
I love that. that is repair kits. It's like damage their rack.
Enemy is hit.
Yeah, the TVP, I don't know what it is. He should have been shooting gold shells.
Enemy is hit.
I don't think he's shooting gold shells right now. I can't tell, honestly. I don't know what's the TVP gold shells. I don't have the TVP.
Enemy armor is damaged.
If the gold shells are like ADCR, then maybe he's just hit.
One of our turrets is gone. We can't move. They're hit.
Yeah, my driver got damaged there.
We can't go very fast.
It's actually not common in this tank. You're more from where the what it is, the pit bull was hitting me. It's more common to damage by a fuel tank or engine. Actually, this is one of the rare occasions that my driver was hit. Right now, I was just waiting for you know, to become camoed again, camouflage again, so that I'm not being spotted, so they don't know where I'm going. And I'm trying not to go rush the other side, because I took a look and I saw they had a YAG and a 183, right? Both of which can just one-shot me. Well, the YAG would need a higher release, right? They could one-shot me. So I just did not want to go there, especially since I have mobility, right? I just want to take advantage of my mobility. This is what you can do in the WZ-121, especially when you use the enhanced armor. Your turret becomes very, very strong and pretty reliable. You can bounce heavy tanks, especially heavy tanks with low med, easily. Like the our 268 just did like rush their TVs for no reason. Here I just screwed up real bad on multiple shots. Like this is a waste of tungsten. I think I missed like two shots here. Yeah, terrible. I only spent 1 year with tungsten. I think Grill picks him up. That was probably Heat or HE. I was hoping the Grill would pick up the 60 TP, but I think he low rolls here. I think he shot golden. Yeah. So I just decided to load HE. So this tank has high all of them, right? 31 HP. Pretty sure my HE could pick him up. I don't know what the 183 was aiming at, but yeah. If he was a better player, I think he could have shot me there and gotten me. Grill gets one shot off on the YAG, I believe. Yeah. YAG fires, I get tungsten off.
Penetration
On him. I think I get one more tungsten shell off on him.
Nice shot.
Yeah, and the 183 comes, and unfortunately, right, Yes. Should have kept on backing up, then my upper plate might have had the angle necessary. Yeah. Sheridan picks the 23 off, and then we win on the cap. But this was a 5,000 damage game. Oh, it's not showing up. I think I typed 5K, and then I typed like Mark 3. And look, this is where it put me at. I was so mad. So frustrated. Like, I could have literally gotten maybe a higher roll on one of my shots. And probably gotten the Mark 3, right? So, yeah, I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, Grill did fine, so I was like, fine, okay, one more game, right? This game is not that long because I died early and I left. I thought I lost and that I was going to lose marks and I would have to come back again and grind for the Mark 3, right? See, I'm still Mark 2 here. But yeah, somehow our Kron clutched this game out. I'm so sad I left this game after I died. So Progetto was talking shit. Enemy Progetto was talking shit. It was a 60%er farm win rate in Tier 8. I say farm win rate in Tier 8 because he was averaging only 1.8k damage. There's no way he was playing consistently Tier 10, okay? Even me with a career 57 or 8% win rate, I think I'm at 58 point something. And even someone like me, yeah, no, Tungsten, you only get 2 shots off unless you have Dread and high-end consumers. Yeah, anyways. The Progetto, like, I average like 2.1k damage playing Tier 10. So, like, there's no way someone with higher win rate than me averages lower damage. Unless they're farming win rates in, like, some crazy Tier 8, Tier 7 new premium collector tanks. That's what some of these fraud 60%ers do. They're not actual 60%ers. Not like the 60%ers who are averaging like 2.5 to 7k damage. Those are real. And our AC is Seleno. Like, come on. Your turret will be all white. It's trying to HE splash. Oh god. Yeah. Your turret is literally all white when you stare at Tier 10 TDs, okay? Like, there's nothing in it for you to be parked there and do what you are doing. Like, you need to be going back and forth. You need to be moving. Especially when he's not, like, when he's reloading, doesn't have a shot. He just gets shot for free here, I think, because, like, he's spotted by the Progetto or the enemy just knows he's there. Yeah, I try to get a shot off. 405, but fail and I take a shot from the WT. Terrible trade. Worst trade in the Israel trade. The Minnow is holding off the VZ-55, I think. Or the VZ-55 is just AFK, right? And I'm chasing this Progetto. This Progetto dropped down. There's no reason for me not to chase him. I should not have thrown that shot.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, this Progetto's talking mad shit. Farms win rate.
They're knocked out. The truck is damaged.
If you high rolled me here, if you max rolled here, you would kill me. But same something I think.
Vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, if I absolutely max rolled there, I could have picked them up. Yeah, and the Kron actually clutches this out. I don't know how, because I left the game. Every time they say, "Anime kid is crying," dude. This guy that likes big fat anime titties won, bro. That was my Mark 3. Yeah, and it was like. It was close, right? It was close. Not by much, right? Mark III, not by much, but yeah, I got it. Oh, I'm so damn happy. And yeah, the Kron clutched it. He just clutched it. Yeah, and there are a bunch of people who, like, I think there are 2 enemies that gave him like the duck reaction, or like the shit reaction with reaction pack. The Progetto is one of them, right? 62%, not averaging even 1.9. Like if you tell me he's not farming win rates in tier 8 and tier 7s, I don't believe you, right? See, Comet, Concept 1B, tier 10, yes, but Collector, I mean, he has higher win rate than me in this tank, but he averages about the same damage, right? J Panther, right? T54, RU251, like he's just farming win rates in lower tiers. T32. .116. That's annoying. Like, I want the 116. I just don't have it. It's annoying to see this motherfucker with it. T28, T49. T49. Wait, there's a T49A? Does this tank have, like, actual AP shelves? Anyways, Laui. K91. Right, like Progetto, like if you were to check him out on Blitzstars, it would not look like mine at all. I think like 90% of my games, if not 95 or more, are all in tier 10, right? His probably like maybe 70, 60% tier 10, and then a bunch of tier 7s and 8s and other tiers where he's farming win rate. That's why his average damage is not as high as mine. He's doing similar, he should be having similar damage as I do if he has like similar average damage in like the Concept 1B, right? Actually average a bit more on the Concept 1B damage wise than he does. But he's got more win rate, right? Like, so what can I say? Like these win rate farmers, man. It's like I bet he rerolled too. Most of these dudes, they reroll, and then they buy like a Concept 1B. When the Concept 1B goes on sale, they go rerolling, and then they buy the Concept 1B, and then they just farm win rates. Similar shit like that, yeah. See, I said maybe, right, turning around 63% win rate 30 days. This has been going up all the way. I've dropped as low as 49%, getting wrecked into KV5, while I had like maybe 5k games, 7k games. And now I'm all the way up to 58.68%. Averaging 2.8. I remember I was averaging like 1.7k, and now I'm averaging 2.1k. Yep. So that is my 18th Mark III. My 17th tier 10 Mark III, right? I have one tier 9 Mark III, which is the Conqueror. Fun tank to play. It's funny how I Mark III this tank before the 215B. Like, I basically gave up on the 215B. Like, I just can't do it. Even with like averaging this much damage, that's not a lot. Like, there are people who average like 3k damage, 3.3k damage playing this tank with like 65, 67% win rates. Those people are Mark III. I can't Mark III this thing. Like, the turret is thick, sure. Your upper plate got buffed, sure, but they load heat, it's going through. It's going through your upper plate no matter what. Your lower plate is still weak. It's so weak that enemies can hesh you, okay? If you stare at the lower plate of a 215B in a mirror match, right? You gotta know your matchups. your HE will be able to pen this, right? Same thing for a Chieftain, right? Chieftain staring at the 215B, both of you can HE pen your lower plates. So yeah, it's just a matter of who pens their HE shots more on the enemy, who wins, right? Otherwise, well, I'm gonna hope for the Murat. The Murat is a bit harder to play than WZ-121 because the 121 has DPM and you can just, you know, adrenaline and you can tungsten and hit them very hard. Most enemies, they will back up. Like, they won't just rush you, no life you. They don't want to, right? They're taking probably like 1,400, 1,500 damage even with your high-end consumables plus tungsten plus adrenaline. So you can hold them off, and you have acceleration, you have movement speed, you can somewhat brawl. This thing's max speed is not so slow. It's still slower than the WZ-121, but the acceleration on this thing is terrible. You cannot get away from situations when, you know, you're like, oh shit, I'm stuck on this corner, I'm stuck on this hill, you know, poking down, taking full advantage of my gun depression and shaking my turret to, you know, hide my weak spots. But like, you can't leave, right? The enemy has you pinned down. 2 TDs, 2 mediums staring you down. You can't just turn around and leave. They will HE your ass. They will HE your fat ass and you'll die immediately. Okay? They can HE your sides too. Like, if you poke out like at this angle, right across the corner, and you're just trying to get shots off, you can get HE'd here, okay? Just like the AMX 50B, your heavy counterparts, your shoulders can get HE'd, and like your turrets, if you're sideways, can get heshed. Your sides can get HE'd and heshed very easily. Your back is just free. It's free real estate for anything with hesh and HE. Okay, it's free real estate even for low pen HE. Like, even mediums and lights, they can HE your ass. So yeah, this tank is much more dependent on your team than the WZ-121. Your weak spots on the turret is also bigger than the WZ-121, even with enhanced armor, which is what I always use with this tank, because it does have a usable upper plate and turret when you are in a hold down position. Yeah, anyways, this is going to be hard. This I have high hopes for. 60 TP. Damn, I didn't even notice. But yeah, I was like at 59% win rate and I went back to 60. That's cool. That's great. I'm also using tungsten and adrenaline. But yeah, I've gotten racked in this thing. I've gotten racked in this thing as much as I would say the IS-7 and the T-22. Like, you have an extremely weak rack if you're not, especially if you're not using protective kit, right? I am using defense system, right? So yeah, there have been many cases where I got racked. Well, my rack got hit, but it didn't blow up, right? It was just damaged. But without, right, the fix, you're turning around like 20 something seconds reload, so you are basically screwed for that duration until you can fix your rack anyways. So yeah, you do not want to be exposing yourself too much. You just want to be trading, because if you pop tungsten, you're doing like 670, 715 damage. Yeah, you just want to trade HP. And your turret is not bad. This is basically like a heavy version of WZ-121, I would say. Though you have a slightly more usable upper plate, you have much worse movement, right, mobility. So yeah, it balances out. Anyways, that is enough yapping. I am gonna go grab lunch. I'm way overdue for lunch. I'm so damn hungry. Yeah, I'm very glad I got my WZ-121 Mark III. Super glad. I guess I'm still more of a like armored player than I don't know. I don't know how those people get like 60%, 70% win rate in like light tanks. It seems to me that the light tanks are extremely dependent on team. I mean, damn, I've been trying to get Mark III for the Sheridan for a long time and I can't get it because they're so team dependent. For one, your DPM is bad, right? Your DPM is 2.5k. This is heavy tank DPM. Okay, like this is basically like IS-7. IS-7 has like 2.4k, I think. The WZ-113 I think has like 2.9 or 3k damage, DPM. 215B as well. Probably the T95E6 has something like 2.6, 2.7. Check. 3. Holy shit, that's 3k, right? Let's check this out. I think this has 2.6. Yeah, so like you have less DPM than the constant 1B, and you have less armor. You're less reliable, right? Constant 1B can also pull back safely relatively well, since it has the emergency tracks. It has, you know, with the engine power boost, it's just enough for it to pull back. This thing you basically have to hope patrol bounces off the edge of the turret or the back. There's a strip here that's nothing. Like enemies will hit it, it will block shots, but like it will not damage your tank. But yeah, your front can also be HE. I've pulled forward like this before, got a shot off, and then got the Yag. There was a Jaegeru that just HE'd my lower plate and did like 1,000 damage on me. I just lost that game really badly, and I lost mark percentage. I lost a lot of this. Yeah, and the back of your turret can also be HE, but like the rest of your body, no. Like, your body has spaced armor on the sides and on the back, and your turret is also kind of troll, so it's hard for them to HE. It's the only good thing, okay, and about your armor, but like it's not good enough to be even called troll armor, okay. Your mobility is fine, your alpha is good, but yeah, your HE alpha is actually terrible. Like you have to really high roll here. Like most of the time you're rolling 500, maybe 600 AP, 450 to 550 heat, and probably like 600, 650, 700 HE. Like 700 HEs are rare even. So yeah, tank is very hard to play in my opinion. Very hard to Mark III especially. Other light tanks might be the same as the Sheridan, but worse alpha and more DPM. But still, like you have no armor, you can't trade, right? You have to have teammates taking fire, right? Taking shots. If all your team is camping in the back, you're screwed. So yeah, I have no clue how people Mark III light tanks. If anyone has a clue, if anyone in like, I don't know, 65%, 70% win rate, and they are extremely good with their light tanks, please enlighten me. Okay, please enlighten me in the comments. Thanks.